Guys, should I apologize to Blue Lock? No, I'm not apologizing. In fact, I'm going to double down. Blue Lock Season 2 was trash. Besides the last 2 episodes, the season was trash. I never blame the animators. I never blame the artists. I blame the suits and ties that push these animators and their workers beyond their limits, preventing them from seeing their families, preventing them from eating, developing health problems. I blame the suits and ties, those pieces of shit that push out this garbage out of their hairy, dirty fucking assholes, right? That's who I blame. Now, I got a lot of shit on my Blue Lock reaction. Oh, you're a bandwagoner. I love the manga. And I promise you guys, I was not watching Blue Lock unless it showed up. And in those last 2 episodes, they showed up. The final episode, they really showed up and gave us what the fucking season should have looked like. And I'm not blaming the artists, like I said. Now, people hate on me because I criticize Blue Lock. To me, criticism isn't a negative word. To me, criticism is a positive word. You know what fucking sucks? You know what's negative to me? Toxic positivity. When people are overly positive and they enable bullshit like Season 2 of Blue Lock. They enable shit like Uzumaki. They enable shit like Ninja Kamui. They enable it by being positive, overly positive. Fuck them. You should be able to criticize. Oh, you don't know how hard it is. You're not an animator. You have no talents. I don't have to be an animator or have a talent to criticize. Just like I don't have to be a chef to criticize food. If the food is shit, it's shit. Doesn't mean I'm disrespecting the chef's legacy. The food is garbage. It fucking sucks, right? And to me, Blue Lock gave us awful food until the final 2 courses, which is the final 2 episodes. No, I'm not a bandwagoner. I'm actually a Blue Lock fan. I consider myself a bigger Blue Lock fan than those that enable this bullshit. I don't care about the story. If I want the story, I'll watch or I'll read the superior version, which is the manga. I'm not going to watch the inferior version and watch the fucking anime, those first like 10 episodes. No. No. I'll watch Dan Da Dan. The fuck? And I'll read the manga when I'm done. That's how I feel. You know? I think one person worked on this. Right? People were telling me one person worked on it. I don't know if that's true. Right? Unless they had a hidden camera in the studio and they found that out. But shout out to him. He did the best he could. It doesn't mean I have to love it. It's shit. And it's not his fault. It's not his fault. It wasn't one person. Well, whoever it wasn't their fault. It's when they're treated like animals and given deadlines that aren't human, that are evil. You got a week to do this. Fuck that. I'll read the manga and I'll criticize the anime and I'll react to the final episode because the final episode was done well and that's why I reacted to it. You have these pieces of shit attacking me for reacting to that final episode. Y'all are enabling garbage. Be ashamed of yourselves. Alright, apologize to Blue Lock. Let's see what he says.
Wait,
are you telling me that the show could have looked this good the entire time? I want to talk about how the U20 match turned one of the biggest letdowns this year into one of the best arcs in the entire anime, despite the producers throwing this in.
I'm sorry, man. U20 was probably one of the most hyped up arcs of all time. Blue Lock is one of the best selling manga of all time. I think one of the best selling manga of 2023 or 2024. It deserved high quality animation. At least, right? At least high quality, right? What we got was unacceptable.
Entire season into utter shambles because unless you're living underneath a rock, the consensus is that Blue Lock Season 2 absolutely sucks.
Chibi Reviews, where's me? Wait, did he show me? I don't see my tweet.
I'm talking about all caps. Yes, the anime adaptation of the highest selling manga franchise in 2023 and the 5th highest manga franchise.
They're treating it like Reborn in Another World as a fucking desk. That's what they're treating this anime like.
In 2024,
I don't want season 3.
Absolutely sucks balls. Animation that barely moves. Animation that isn't
unacceptable.
animating. What is this?
Oh, but pay attention to the story. It's not all about the animation. Then why is it called an anime? An anime should have animation. I'll read the book.
Snapchat filter that they decided
They're using a white glow on Photoshop. I use that on my thumbnails.
to go with. The last time something similar like this happened was Tokyo Revengers, and that has still given me trust issues to this day. Unlike Tokyo Revengers,
I don't know anything about that.
Fandom is still watching week in and week out, asking themselves, why is this still entertaining? Watching Blue Lock right now feels like I'm going to a restaurant and they're serving me the food cold. And despite that, I'm still eating the food with no specks on the plate.
Because you love Blue Lock, you know? It's like an abusive relationship. You're just gonna stick around, bro. You're used to it.
So let's look at the absolute mess that has become Blue Lock Season 2. The first 5 episodes of the season centered around the tryout arcs, which...
It's the schedule that's bad, not the animators. Exactly. But I feel like people forget that I always say that I say that about 1,000 times per week, that I do not blame them. I blame the fucking schedule.
Anybody who watched it, Parkinson's.
The fat fucking
not
suits and
good.
ties.
To keep it PG, this arc absolutely reeked, but it was just a setup arc. One of the main purposes of this arc was to set up the new characters like Shido Ryusei. This dude is literally the MVP of this entire season, and I'm not being over dramatic. He's chaotic evil. He has this color scheme like it came out of this My Little Pony episode, and dude is always either aggravated or aroused. It's one of the other. It's a little odd. Karasu will probably spend an hour.
You know who showed up? The voice actors.
Hour a day on this oddly angular haircut. Otia, who is like this soccer ninja. I'm not making this up, guys. They literally said he's a ninja in the anime. Plus, he's voiced by Zetsu Shinsui and Senju Toburama. Guys, Otia, racist.
I had no idea.
Who might actually have the coolest shades in all of anime. How some buffed out Oakley sports glasses.
I used to call him leukemia.
Turns this absolute dweeb into one of the coolest young Japanese Tony Stark looking characters. I don't know. They work though. They also set up one of the biggest shonen aspects that we see in the genre with special attacks, which I'm surprised. I shouldn't be surprised on this being in Blue Lock. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of Kuroko no Basket at times because I feel like it teeters between this line of, hey, like these are some cool high school players playing basketball, and this guy just shoots a...
Oh my god, I gotta watch this, bro. What an anime thing. The guy goes outside the gym, he's like, watch this.
Half court, no, full court shot mid-game. The half court, understand. There's clips of him doing that. Full court shot, but Blue Lock knows it's not actually soccer. Disrespect, but no disrespect at the same time.
He spelled disrespect wrong.
So when Rio pulls out this whole Kakashi copycat ability thing going on, I'm not surprised. I can see it. I'm not mad. If somebody shoots a Kamehameha, I can see them rationalizing how so. So the trials introduce this whole Isagi Mangekyo Sharingan thing, but he's able to do this with the introduction of Flow State, guys. I just know all the
90% of Blue Lock Season 2 is fucking trash.
The 19-year-old Sigma grind set boys that be watching these videos at nighttime.
They didn't get into the flow state to the final episodes, bro.
Are creaming to this idea. Like, look at this example. This is how you can enter the flow state. Today, from personal experience. Prince Vegeta motivation. This is literally a...
See, this is fucking clickbait. Apologize to Blue Lock. He got everybody in. He got everybody in. They're like, well, I'm not apologizing. I'm just liking his video. And then you watch it, and he's saying what I'm saying. The story was good. I never denied the story. But if the story is good and the animation is bad, why would I watch the anime?
Guy that
what's the point?
Vegeta AI voice to talk like Vegeta, to talk about how he got into the flow state. YouTube is a crazy.
If you enjoyed it, it's fine, but do not hate or get mad at people for criticizing it. I think everybody can agree that the season was done pretty bad. You could still enjoy it, but like he said, it was pretty bad. I think everybody could say that, even if you enjoyed it. I don't know, man. Like, I don't think there's something wrong in saying that. that means you're fine with this level of quality. Meaning, in season 3, it's just gonna look like this because everybody was fine with it, and that's your fucking problem. It's your fault.
Besides this, the trial arc is literally just a badly animated way to go over these previously mentioned elements. But why did the U20 versus Blue Lock match change my perspective? Did the animation get better? Spoiler alert, no. We start this arc with a 16-minute and 44-second glaze session about how hyped this match is.
God, that was one of the most beautiful panels in a manga, and look what they did.
Supposed to be. I'm not kidding, guys. This episode didn't start any soccer until 16 minutes and 45 seconds into the match. Honestly, not mad. This is well played.
I don't want soccer in a Blue Lock anime.
Show about stakes, risk, absurd challenges, and a loss that would mean the last 30 episodes of content would all go bye-bye is kind of big risk. This is literally the first live in-person match this cast has had. Plus, it was the best known youth team in the country. Wait, youth team?
I still don't get how this isn't Isagi's father.
Hello? You said 20 years or younger, not 20 years or older, buddy. Who in the casting
20 times 2? Bro, look at this picture.
Crew decided it was okay to cast Ainz Ulgaon as well as Set Your Heart Ablaze Rengoku as this literal 50-year-old man. Literal, but not literal. He looks 50. But overall, the idea of a U20 team going against Blue Lock is genius. Just quick side note before I get started. Is this design good, bad, or racist? Good, bad, racist. Despite this being a whole team of elite soccer players, my eyes are really on like 3 people right now. Give it up for the 50-year-old with the fake ID, Aiku Oliver.
Bro, remember the Blue Lockanese in the first season when they were speaking English? Bro, that was the funniest fucking moment of my life, I think.
This might be the biggest and best foil this show has ever had. A player that wanted to be a striker but got
look, there he looks like he could play in the U20.
his streams spat on by those around him, only to choose a dream that literally counters the role of striker he once wanted to achieve. And in that process, he became one of the best defenders in the country, as well as the captain of the U20 team. This is entertainment. Are you not entertained? Even with this whole blue-green heterochromia thing going on with the facial hair, I can still respect, man. I'm not, man. Sendo is big garbo. He's not.
You ready for a controversial opinion? I wish episode Nagi never came out and they just put all their resources into season 2.
Good. At least that's what that make me want to think. This dude has been talking mad shit for the entire season and has not done jack shit for the entire season. Despite that, Oliver all up in his ear like, hey bro, you good, you go, you the ace of this team, don't listen to the haters, I know you got that dog and you the best player on the field. I'm like, bro, where is this coming from? This nigga play like ass. So he's gonna do something. Now, it's gonna be worth the glaze? I don't know, we'll see. And of course, the most glazed up character we've seen in this entire show, Itoshi Sai. Yo, relax, hey, keep your pants up, y'all crazy, there's kids around.
Sai and Rin are the best. They're like my top 3.
Otherwise, I think his archetype is perfect for the show. Dude,
bro looks like a leftist. The fuck does that mean? Who? The YouTuber?
He put up to the first team meeting with a crackhead with cotton candy hair. For no apparent reason, he goes up, he walks up to the stand and hit the entire team with a
smell like bitch in here. All y'all smell like bitch to me.
Then the crackhead he brought
I love
just
Earl.
starts fighting the team members
Hell
out of
yeah.
nowhere, unprovoked.
This happens in soccer, guys. Come on, you never been in a locker room?
So he just proceeds to walk away and walk out the room. This is aura, gang. This is aura forming at its height. When it comes to his playstyle though, even though this dude is obviously very OD, I don't think I'm sold on it yet. I don't know, maybe because he's not a striker, maybe it's a little different. For the first couple of episodes for the U20 match, it's more of the same. The screen panning from side to side to provoke.
Look at this garbage. Oh my god, dude. Come on!
Movement, even though they're not actually moving like that.
Oh, I hate those fucking lines.
A bunch of characters just covered in this fart colored aura that comes in different colors, while Isagi has this whole Death Note light Yagami-esque rant in the background. Or they just end up using this CGI that looks like it came out of a straight PS2 game. But all this mid is tucked away in this absolutely spectacular art design. Oh my god, this shit looks beautiful. The fact that characters can turn from this all the way into this in the span of seconds is why
Jesus Christ, fucking peak right there, bro. Oh my god, that should have been the minimum.
Show. The art is so spectacular, it almost brainwashes you.
Do you understand how legendary this season would have been if it looked like the final 2 episodes the entire season? Do you understand what it would have done on YouTube, on Crunchyroll, on Twitter, the numbers it would have done? That's how fucking big this arc is. And it didn't do shit except for that final episode.
That you did not watch the most horrendous and egregious piece of animation literally seconds before it was on the screen. But the one aspect that kept me on my toes throughout this entire U20 match.
If this gets Anime of the Year even nominated, I think that's disrespectful to the industry.
Were these climaxes.
Like, I fucking hate when the season is 90% trash and then 10% is God tier, and everyone wants to say, apologize, we were right, it's the best season. They did that shit with Demon Slayer. They did the same shit. Yo, Joe, thank you for the 123 raid, bro. I appreciate it. We're talking about Blue Lock and how amazing it is. I hated, one of the biggest things I fucking hated was Demon Slayer. What season was it? Season 4 or some shit? Season 4, it was garbage. Until that final episode, and then everybody wants to say, apologize, Nicholas, apologize, it's the best. No, it sucked. It sucked until the ending, and that last episode was a fucking movie.
We're not talking about you, buddy. We are not talking about you. Get the
I'd even upload some of my reactions to Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer! One of the biggest anime in the world, even on my channel. I refuse to upload like 2 episodes because of how much I fucking hated that season, dude.
fuck out of here.
Oh, and the Muzan intro. Yeah. But what I'm saying is 90% of that season was bad. 10% was fucking god tier.
The first goal that Blue Lock makes with it.
And that was ufotable. So if anybody wants to be like, oh, all you care about is animation, Demon Slayer is animation galore. If anything, that's the best part about it. And I still hated that last season.
Agi literally doing a 360 midair, bouncing the ball like a basketball, and then literally shutting up this entire crowd full of U20 stands. And then bro,
They couldn't believe there was movement.
just decides to hit the hardest pose of all
Giyu's backstory, yeah, that was pretty good too.
time. Okay, Nagi. Shido hitting this dragon drive over Shigiri. Again, how this is a sports anime is beyond me. They have the other special attack that might be the best anime cut in this entire anime show with the Big Bang Drive. Again, dude's either aggravated or
Crazy.
aroused. And I don't think I need to say which one. They are literally showing, bro, is that sperm cells on my screen? And on top of all of this,
This dude was locked up like a fucking dog that just bit somebody on the street, bro. And then he's growing wings and they're showing sperm cells.
they sprinkled that one
Sperm lock.
shonen element
Cum
that
lock.
everybody loves. It's
Blue
a little
balls.
bit of like a transformation in this with the flow
Flow cum in my ass.
states. A little bit of flow state transformation. But instead of blonde hair and cool new swords, at least for now. Cause hey, Blue, I don't know your game like that. I don't know what you got in the tuck. But instead we have a bunch of high school kids doing some of the most ridiculous things I've seen in soccer. Can you dropping this whole video game street style action sequence with him cutting through the lanes and only to be countered by another nigga in the flow state? Oh shit. He's 50 years old. It almost feels like I'm watching a Dragon Ball Z battle royale, but
I'm never calling it football again. I'm just calling it soccer. I'm done playing pretend.
every character is going Super Saiyan.
I'm done saying what y'all want me to say and calling it fucking football. I called it soccer my whole life. I'm gonna call it soccer today and tomorrow.
Beat the other person's Super
Soccer,
Saiyan.
soccer,
It's kinda
soccer.
insane. So,
Not even soccer. Soccer. It's
in
soccer.
fact, I made this video of this season before the final episode came out, saying, "Hey, this season still fun to watch." I watched the final episode, and I can confidently say This season is still fun to watch. When they told us the final episodes would be coming out together, I knew they were cooking.
Listen, man, I have no problem with people saying the season was fun to watch. But if you're over here telling me it's anime of the year, I think you watched one anime. And even if I only watched Blue Lock, I wouldn't call it anime of the year.
Yep, something in the...
I give that shit to fucking SpongeBob.
Something was cooking back there. It was gonna be fierce. But this? I don't think anyone expected this level of animation coming out of the final episode. The Itoshi
Jesus Christ, like, oh my God, this kept me up at night. The day that I watched this, I couldn't believe it. I actually went out like after the stream, after we watched this, and I talked to Liv. I was like, "You're not gonna believe what I just saw. Like, I just watched probably one of the best episodes of the year, and it was fucking Blue Lock, dude." It's the perfect picture of what we could have had. Exactly. This is what we could have had. And this is the maximum to me, right? The minimum would be the episode itself, right? This is the maximum. I don't want anything better than this. To me, this is the best. I fucking love this.
And Crash Out was something out of a fever dream. I ain't gonna hold you. This was some...
And this is where people will attack me on Twitter or on YouTube and be like, I told you, we told you, we told you. Fuck off, bro. Caesar was shit.
Kendrick Lamar levels of crashing out. Apparently, Hajime Mihira was in charge of this cut and has done many other Blue Lock cuts in the past. So, hey.
And like I said, I do not blame the artists or the animators. I blame the fat fucking businessmen.
Out to you, whatever you want, you would have it. Even though this godly cut was definitely a highlight out of the episodes, the entirety of the last 2 episodes overall had me running around the house like a crack addict. Itoshi Sai is absolutely that nigga now. I don't give a fuck. I've never seen someone little bro, his own little bro, like this before.
Oh, this is a great moment.
Cooking the absolute shit out of Rin is honestly more entertaining to me than this whole animation cut. I was not...
Confirms that you don't care about story. Oh my God, how many times do I have to say this? How many times? It's like, I could say this 1,000 times and nobody fucking hears it, bro. People still talk about it, that I don't care about the story. I said that if I want a good story, I'll read the manga. And I did, and I fucking enjoyed it. In an anime, I want... If I'm not getting a good story, give me good animation. Because that's the reason why something is adapted, to animate it. Right? I could be fine with God tier animation and a lackluster story. But if I get a lackluster, what's it called? Animation and a good story, I'll read the manga. That's the thing. I care about the story so much, I dropped the anime. And I read the story. I'm a bigger fan than you, motherfucker.
Not expecting this. I ain't gonna hold you. And that's not me disrespecting this animation cut.
Soccer for life.
It's literally just the most disrespectful thing I've ever seen in a sports anime. The Itoshi Rin flow state that literally attacks every player's strength only to throw up the fattest middle finger and be like, I'm better than you.
You know what? I do apologize to Blue Lock. I'm sorry, Blue Lock, for not dropping you sooner.
And honestly, the glory that was character.
I swear to God, if season 3 starts and I see that fucking Photoshop glow on a character, I am dropping that shit. And I'm dropping a fucking nuke of a video on Blue Lock.
Of a ego-based anime, I need to see some ego shit, and that's what we got. Overall, I was happy that 8-Bit was able to pull this off, coming out of a season that was overall just very, very, if I need to add another one, very controversial. So what is the conclusion? Did Blue Lock season 2 redeem itself? And
no, it didn't. This season was garbage.
And drum roll, please. Cut the drum roll. Probably not. Despite me still heavily enjoying the season due to the climaxes, the content it covered, and the elite art design, I don't think
this guy went into depth why the show didn't redeem itself. And you still have these fans mad, disliking this video. Y'all aren't fans. You want to see the fans? Look at the likes.
8-Bit
You want to see the fake fans? The The dick suckers, the swallowers. Look at the dislikes.
Deserves my praise for it. More directly, we're beefing with the producers at 8-Bit. It is overly obvious that the animators are capable of capturing what
8-Bit took their name serious.
people love out of Blue Lock. We have scenes that are fantastic from this season. So I can't see the animators being the real stark reasons behind its failure. It is all
bro. You see those dislikes? That's everybody that's sucking off the producers.
Always in the hands of the producers to hold the responsibility
They're producing
behind the deadlines, to the budget, to the overall process of how the show is going to look like. And they have a fuck ton of producers for this show as well. This isn't a situation on them not having a
Bro, it's kind of like I used to watch a movie reviewer named Chris Stuckman. And he used to make the funniest fucking videos. He would tear movies apart and shit. He would criticize movies. And then he became a director himself and he stopped criticizing movies. He started saying that if he feels negative about a movie, he's not going to tell you guys. He's not going to spread that negativity. He's not going to criticize anything. And to me, that's so fucked up. It's so fucked up to me, man. I mean, if that's his individual decision, that's fine. But from my perspective, it's really fucked up. Just because you take part in the art doesn't mean you can't criticize others that take part as well. Like, my girl is an artist. Does that mean she has to like everybody's art? No! She shit talks art all the time. I shit talk reaction channels.
A capable team. We see that the team is capable when they can be. In this situation, it feels like the producers are only looking at the wads of cash they are going to make, and they're just pushing out as much as they can, as fast as they can, to get more wads of cash. Especially with them just animating the episode Nagi, which in theory isn't a problem in of itself.
It is a problem. They shouldn't have done it.
You just have to ask the question, if you aren't able to handle this much workload.
Bro, if this is what it means that animators or studios want to create movies and seasons so we get a great movie but we get a lackluster season, if that's what it means, I do not want movies. I really don't. Demon Slayer, no, Demon Slayer is whatever, bro. Demon Slayer, we get a god tier movie, we get a god tier season. But, I don't know.
At what cost are these actions?
Like Chainsaw Man. Imagine Chainsaw Man comes out, the movie, it's god tier, and then Chainsaw Man season 2 comes out, it's fucking trash.
Right. Fans of the show would not have thrown
My Hero
a fit if the show came out 1 year later.
I don't think My Hero does a bad job. I think I never had a problem with My Hero's animation. I thought it was pretty good.
My hope is that the backlash from this season sparks some sorts of conversations over there at 8-Bit, whether it be to take more time with the seasonals, maybe to not do any movies in the future, maybe to change some staffing when it comes to the production team, whatever it may be. Even though I enjoyed this season, it could have been
the anime that goes against religion. You're wrong. How do you misspell that fucking thumbnail, bro? How did he not fix that yet? You see that thumbnail?
something special if it wasn't for the direction the producers took. But
yo, shout out to Blank Thoughts. I've never seen him in my life, but this video is really like good. It was done well, man. But goddamn, you better fix that thumbnail right now, bro.
if you're
That's
interested
bothering
in
me. I don't want to look at it.
2024 anime that wasn't disappointing, you can check out my Orb video right over here. Thank you guys for watching the
Yeah, that could be clickbait right there. That got my attention.
video once again. God bless and have a great day. These were mine.
What a nice man.
Blank Thought.
Damn, he said it nicer than me. I'm over here like, fuck this season, bro. Look at Science Saru. Science Saru does it right. They do it right. And I hate this new wave of fans that are like, oh, everybody wants Ufotable. Everybody wants Mappa. Everybody wants like that. No, we just want something good. That's it. That's it. Look at Science Saru. Nobody talked about Science Saru before Don Da Don. Yes, they did. No, they didn't. They didn't. They didn't talk about them. I never heard about Science Saru until Don Da Don. And look what they did. Holy shit. Anime of the year. I didn't watch Bleach, so maybe Bleach is anime of the year, so I wouldn't know that. But, yeah. Bro, dick riding Science Saru. You're just fucking baiting me at this point, bro, because Science Saru created a fucking masterpiece. Oh, my God. Studios wish they could do what fucking Science Saru did. They took over, man. Huh. They got my eyes now with Sanda. They're working on Sanda. I'll be there day one. You didn't know about Science Saru? I've been watching anime for like 3 years now. Nobody's ever brought up Science Saru to me. I've heard of all the fucking studios. Nobody ever told me about Science Saru. I even did a video looking at studios. I've been watching anime for like 2+ years, and I've watched more anime than friends of mine that have been watching since they were kids. So I don't think the amount of time I've watched anime matters. I've replied with a Monko Man video. Can you react to it? I don't know what the fuck that means, bro. Is Saru a new studio? They might as well be. Saru used to focus on a small amount of projects. Yeah, that's why I haven't heard of them. And now I hear about them. Because they're fucking gods here.